Right, I have a few topics in mind and a lot of things written down in front of me, and it's been a little bit. I feel like I haven't been out here in maybe like a week or something. Yeah, there was like stuff going on. I actually got to hang out with Chris. That was cool for like a couple days too. Back to work. Okay, so yeah, that's what I want to talk about. The difference between the pursuit of being right and the pursuit of being happy. It's not to say that you can't be both of those things, but sometimes the drive to become right creates you to be unhappy. For example, like think of like an argument, or like what's a specific example for me that I want something that's like not a big deal. Okay, traffic, right? So there are times where the term is literally you have the right of way. It's your turn to go. So say we're at a four-way stop. I stopped there first. We're all going straight. It's my turn to go and someone else goes. No accident happens. It's just a brief, minor, split-second inconvenience. But I know that I'm right. Like, it was my fucking turn. It was my turn. And so what I have the choice to do, if I'm in pursuit of being happy, I can acknowledge like, wow, that was super annoying, and then do my best to shift my attention to something that is positive, because there's nothing that needs to be done about this situation. Like, it's over. And so I could, choose to do that, or I could choose to, I don't know, follow the person and beep at them and get out of the car and try to kick their ass. That's very extreme. Or I could continue on my journey of wherever I'm going, super pissed off, and like start driving more aggressively. And then when I get to where I'm going, I could then tell whoever it is that is in front of me first about this traffic interaction. And then if I'm super pissed off, maybe I'll tell the next person and the next person, and then just keep feeding into like, can you believe that this thing happened? I'm so right though. Like, I'm right. It was my fucking turn. And I would like everyone else to agree with me that it was my fucking turn. But what does that get you? You spent all of that time, all of the travel time, all of the talking time, all of the fucking energy into just getting evidence that you're fucking right. So what? What are you gonna do with your rightness? Being happy, or being in the pursuit of happiness and consciously focusing on something else that is beneficial or matters, or even is just super distracting. Like maybe you start, playing some fucking porn in your head. I don't know. Or you put on a song that you like, jam to, or you go work out, or you go call a friend. There's like a million things that you could do to divert your attention to something that's either positive or neutral. That's a simple example. But sometimes it's not that simple. Sometimes like, something is right or would be the right choice, but the pursuit of making that rightness be known is making you unhappy in some or maybe all the parts of your life. So let's say, like a lawyer, right? So their job some of them just do like paperworky things. They don't really argue about stuff. I don't know, but like trial lawyers, divorce, I'm getting a divorce. Divorce lawyers, right? There's an argument to be made. There is a right opinion and this is wrong opinion. And then, like the other lawyer has that, and then the people have that, and then the judge has that, and everybody's got their own fucking opinion about what is right and what is not right. So, but for the lawyer, they know my client deserves this thing, this is what is right. And then maybe the things don't get agreed upon, and that argument is not won. That lawyer could like take that home and be super pissed off about not, winning the case or getting whatever it is that they thought that they wanted to get for their client, and then just taking that rightness and the need to prove the rightness, because usually it's like it bleeds out into other people, unless you're someone who totally isolates yourself all the time. Oh yeah, I can see that because I feel that way. Oh, this is good insight. I'm glad I'm talking about this. I do that sometimes when I feel, I don't really get super mad. More often than not, it's sad. there are some times when I'm mad, and when I'm like really, really mad, it's so fucking hard to hide it because my face is transparent. I think that, yeah, it's made of tissue paper. See how the forehead moves? It's so much. I eat Botox like crazy, so I just stopped doing it. Anyway. Yeah, when you feel all of the I hate to use the word toxic because I feel like it's such a fucking buzzword right now. Like, oh, toxic behaviors, toxic relationships. I think I had an episode about toxic something. I feel like I can see the thought in my head. Anyhow, what? We carry it's like poison. It's like poison. The pursuit of being right and not getting agreement or validation from others or the situation. So it's getting validation, because even if you do isolate yourself or you don't tell anybody else about it, you're stewing about it, you're still like looking for the universe to back you up and create your rightness to be reality. You don't even need other people, but you need some kind of validation, like this is not right. I remember feeling that way, like here's a really big deal thing. So I like to treat each of these like a standalone episode, so maybe you don't know anything about me, although my assumption is that if you're listening to this, you probably know a little bit of something about me. But that's wrong to assume. So in 2015, my husband died by suicide, and that is not something that I agreed with. I wanted to argue about it, and though it is like one of the stages of grief, right? Denial. I think is it the first stage? Like, no, that's not happening. Or then like, I need to speak to the manager. I need to speak to fucking somebody about this, because this that just happened, this is not acceptable. This is not okay. And no matter how many arguments I made inside my head or outside my head to other people, the situation did not change. I got confirmation from other people like, yeah, you are right, Jess. This is not good. And that was my platform. Was like, do you see how fucked up this is? Can you agree with me with how fucked up this is? This is so fucked up, and I'm gonna be sad about it. And I totally have every fucking right to be sad about it, mad about it, feel like shit about it. What are you gonna do? You're gonna tell me I can't fucking do that? That's like a real serious thing. Or like a parent who loses a kid. Jesus. Don't bring that curse on me, Ricky Bobby. I'm sorry. Michael's like, well, who's knocking? This is a real thing. But again, my pursuit of being right and holding on to, I'm right, universe, you're fucking wrong. I was not then allowed to be happy. Like, there was glimpses of happiness that came in, but all the energy was focused over here on the I'm fucking right. Yeah, okay, everybody knows you're fucking right. Can we move forward to being happy? What do you need to do to make yourself happy? Probably let go of the things that are really frustrating. You know, it's not like I let go. I didn't let go of the fact that he died. But maybe I am. I don't know. It feels a lot less terrible. Like, I never envisioned feeling the way that I feel. I never thought it was ever going to get any better. Yeah, I thought it was going to be like day one forever. I couldn't hear anything because like the screaming inside my head was so loud. It was awful. But I put my attention on the pursuit of happiness by letting go of the idea that I'm not allowed to be. Letting go of being right, that it was my fault. Yeah. It wasn't my fault. So, oh wow, this is super cool how organically this came up. So I was kind of thinking about talking about this the other day, because a couple really cool things have happened this month so far, like dates that I'll want to remember. And August has been a tough month for me for the past like lot of years because, so I married my first husband, my baby daddy, in August, and then I married Dan in a different August, and then he died in August. And so every August it's like, oh, remember how you used to be married and happy and that was great, and then you fucked it all up and then you got married to someone else and then they died on purpose, and how terrible that was. It's been difficult. But this year, whatever day today is, on the 8th, I finished the 46 high peaks. So like 8/8/21 is, that's a date I will remember with joy and accomplishment and the pursuit of happiness. Holy shit, guys. It's so fucking magical how it all ties itself in a little bow. It's like I'm watching it happen. I'm telling you, I know I sound like a fucking stoner. I don't know. It's remarkable to me that I feel like I'm watching or listening to someone else talk. Not in like a crazy way, like the voice is said to say this. Just in observance of myself, in the flow of, look how all these things tie together and make sense. My pursuit of happiness got me to the top of 46 mountains. The constant growth and change and challenge. Not avoiding, right? So it seems, like you could be avoidant and just like, I'm not going to deal with my problems here on land, I'm going to go and hike. That's certainly a reasonable thing to do and a healthier thing to do than, drugs or alcohol or promiscuous behavior or binge eating. But that's not what happens. Not with me and Christina, anyway. We deal with shit. Like, we get it out. Like, what is the point of fucking hiding out there? And now, for her, now there's no point in hiding with each other. I see it sometimes, though, like, she gets a little underneath a blanket or something. Or she'll say things and preface it with, like, a comment about herself that is less than favorable. Like, oh, I don't know, I can't even give an example because I just don't want to. I'm not going to give you any glimpse at all into her life. There's just a rock solid, like a rock slab, like a slide solid, like the slide of Allen Mountain solid vault around whatever we share. And that's so fucking cool. It's so cool. Okay, right versus happy. What else happened? Oh, the day that Chris and I went to New York City, that was the 5th. And I think I will remember August 5th. Like next year, I'll be like, oh, remember we did that? And then we had the milkshakes and it was so good. And it was like it was a much needed day for sure. And now I'm thinking about milkshakes. It was good. It was like really extravagant milkshake. The cup was probably only this big, and it had like strawberry shortcake, something or other. And then it had one of those, I don't know the brand, maybe it's Blue Bunny or something, one of the popsicles in the top. And there was ice cream and whipped cream, and then there was like a lollipop sticking out. And then the rim was, how you like salt the rim of a margarita? It was sort of like that, but they did like this big around the rim. I think it was frosting, like sealed it on there, and then rolled that in graham cracker crumbs. Yo, it was fucking baller. And Chris's was chocolate and peanut butter, and around his rim was chocolate, and then M&Ms were stuck in it. And then he had, what was in his? Oh, a big chocolate covered pretzel inside, and then a sugar daddy was sticking out. And there was a couple Reese's Pieces, not Reese's Pieces, just Reese's, and whipped cream and all. Oh my god. I wonder what my blood sugar is right now. Look at, I don't have one of those things, but Christina has one right now. Okay. So yes, when it comes down to it, it is that we are looking for, when we're in the pursuit of being right, we are looking for confirmation and approval and acknowledgement from someone or something else to corroborate this belief that we have. That is what we're looking for most of the time. whatever story you keep telling about a situation or about yourself, you're just looking for corroboration from someone so that you get to be fucking right. And so when we're looking for approval, it's that we want to be seen. We want to be seen. Not just like, oh, look at my face, I'm posting a picture on the internet. Some people, that's all they can really handle or think that they can handle. It's like, oh, you can see my tits. Or, oh, you can see my ass when I'm working out and I set up the camera so that you can see even like the outer edges of my labia. My meaning one, I don't do that. And I guess if that's what you want to do, like, fine, cool. I'll look at your labia. It's there, right? You're always looking for an outline of something, men and women. It's just fucking interesting. We have interesting body parts. It's like, ooh, look at that secret thing. But like, it's clearly not secret. You put it out there. You meaning one. I do too. Look at, you can't even see my fucking shorts right now. It looks like I'm wearing no shorts. It's also, it's 81 degrees and it feels like it's 181. It's very humid. I can't believe this is happening this year like this. It's been so mild and now it's August 11th and here we are, it's hot. Okay, so you want to be seen, and for some people, just that surface level, oh, look at my body parts, or just look at my face, or just like my picture. Even if it's like, social media, it could be a picture of anything. And other times, we do have a deep desire to be seen. Seen. With eye contact and interest and engagement. We want to be seen, but it's scary. We'd much rather see than let someone else see. Like, really see? Because I know what's in there, and maybe you know what's in there in you, and letting it out is fucking scary. But we want it. We want that acknowledgement. And so when we don't win the argument or get the thing or get to go first, at the stop sign or get to speak to the manager about your dead husband, we feel unseen, unimportant, not valued. And when you're someone who has, this ties in very well with anxiety and depression. If you're already someone who has like bad thoughts about yourself, which I think everybody at least at some point has a bad thought about themselves. Maybe they don't care about their physical appearance, but they think that they're really shitty at, ping pong. I don't know why I thought of ping pong. But if you're someone who consistently has negative thoughts about yourself, feeling not seen just gives you further evidence that you are bad or wrong, and you just get to be right. It's a cycle. I'm right. See, I'm right. When you sabotage a relationship, see, I was right. I don't want to be right. I just want to be happy. And I realize myself when I let go of the argument, even just for a moment, whatever the argument is, whatever it is. Like the argument right now of, am I going to go inside and eat something? I shouldn't. But also my food is all fucked up today and I've got a bit of a deficit, so I should go eat. But it's late. Oh, it's late, we gotta go. Just see. The next time you feel frustrated, angry, sad, whatever, just pause for a second and see, is focusing on this because I want to be right, or is focusing on this because I'm choosing to be happy? And here's the thing, you're working toward happiness, not just like, oh, I choose to be happy right now. No, I choose to work toward being happy. And part of working towards being happy is letting go of the thought about having to be right. It doesn't just mean like, oh, you can switch it on, like, oh, here we go, I'm fucking happy. No, you might have to go through a bunch of shit sometimes to uncover like how to become happy. It's just like a workout, It's supposed to be fucking hard. We are a bunch of babies, fucking babies. humans, our like human race these days. These days, like the last like bunch of decades. Come on. It ain't like you're living in the fucking woods. It's like you're going out and hunting and having to kill your prey. It seems like people were happy then, but how the fuck do I know? I wasn't there. Oh, I'm starting to get fired up. Stop being such a baby. Sometimes being right is not worth it. Good night.